back here. Let me scroll up, Daphne. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm kind of breaking my rule of not going on live. Jamie on his page, American Crime Briefing about Thomas, yes. Oh. Now who's Jamie? Because I missed something.
She messaged me early this morning about him. He does different news stories on TikTok, and he's been on national news networks and stuff. And I guess he wanted to do a live to help spread awareness about Thomas.
Okay.
And would like some of us to participate in that.
Okay.
I followed him, but I haven't messaged him or anything yet. She wanted me to message him.
Okay. Yeah. I will. If Daphne, if you can send me a screenshot of his account, I would appreciate that. I absolutely.
I can send it to you on Discord too. I have it. I did follow him early this morning.
Thank you, Scamma-Jamma. Oh Lord, I'll tell you. What I want to do today, and this is an all Thomas live today. I found some interesting information online, and I want to talk about that. And also, I want to play his lives, a couple of them from yesterday. Not all of them, because I just don't have the patience to listen to his bullshit. But where to start? So, let's start here. Tracy, we talked this morning regarding information that we were looking at. Hi, Sally. Welcome. Can you talk a little bit about, I know I'm putting you on the spot because I didn't tell you I was going to do this, but can you talk a little bit about the screenshots that you found from North Carolina on his prison stuff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, with Thomas spouting off Thomas stuff and saying that one particular charge of his, the failure to register in North Carolina, he keeps driving that narrative home, which I know everybody knows it's bull. But, proof is in the pudding, receipts are everything. So I decided this morning to go on a deep dive, and I ran him through the court system in North Carolina. And oddly enough, there's absolutely zero evidence. And this is statewide, mind you. I didn't just look up one county, but it is statewide that there's no such thing that he's claiming. It's absolutely not. But what I did find.
Can you remind everybody what he's claiming?
He's claiming he was falsely accused. He's claiming that he is allowed to, I may be using the wrong word, like appeal it, get acquitted, have the charges thrown out. He's trying that narrative. He's trying to say that he has a court date to dismiss all of that. And there is absolutely zero evidence of that. And and as a matter of fact, he's claiming he does have a court date, which implies that it's in the court system. But I can assure you it is not. Mm-mm.
I've looked at and as Tracy, the entire court record of his trial. Trace, can you? Yeah, thank you. Regarding his incarceration in North Carolina, from the beginning, when there was an indictment and then there was a warrant. And I'm going to open this stuff up just so I make sure I'm I'm saying everything correctly. But the indictment was issued for him. Now, I'm not going to get into it, okay? I'm not going to get into specifics because I don't want to talk too much about it. But you guys know what he was in custody for. So the indictment was issued on 5/20/1999. He was originally brought into the court system on March 30th, 1999, regarding what happened. Besides the two young people that were involved, it also shows here that he had charges of delivering rug paraphernalia to a minor, and it shows that besides the offense which he got the time for, he also supplied alcohol to minors. So when he's talking about his case, it was much more than, first of all, what he did to the young ladies, but he provided the alcohol and other things. He claims that he didn't do it, and he named a brother-in-law, which is a pile of crap. Nowhere did it mention the possibility of anybody else. And how do I know that this is true? Because when Thomas was in prison, in I think it was 2011 or 2012, he filed what's called a habeas corpus. Now, I had to look this up because I wanted to make sure. It is a court order that forces the government to bring a detained person before a judge. The government must prove that the person is held by law. If there is no good reason, the court must set the person free. Now, obviously, we know he was not set free. He tried to file a habeas corpus with the court, and it was denied because Dum Dum doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And according to what I saw, he filed the wrong paperwork, he named the wrong people, did a bunch of stuff. Now, if he had been serious about his claim that he's not guilty, he went about it the wrong way. But it doesn't even matter, because you would think that if the court got back to him, which they did, and say, we're denying this per, what do they call it? We're denying it without prejudice, which would mean he had the right to refile the correct paperwork and all that. And guess what? He did not. And how do we know that? Because nowhere in the court case is there any information about going back to court regarding those charges. He was found guilty, and he was supposed to be in prison for 18 years. Now, from what I understand, he got out before that. Now, he claims, and he's claimed this so many times, and it's just, at this point, I do believe it is falling on deaf ears, because, nothing he says anymore is believable. And right now I'm scrolling up like a million pages here. So what we do know is this: the case was assigned on November 14th, 2000 by an Officer Phillips. On March 5th, the case was transferred to Superior Court. And I'm not gonna, the indictments were issued. I'm not gonna talk about those. You guys know what it was all about. Now, entries dated March 5th, 2002, conviction and or failure to appear compliance reported. So I don't know. I think one of his sisters is in here. Would you mind coming up and just clarifying something for me if you don't mind? Because I don't want to put the wrong info out.
May I ask a question, if you know, Scammy?
Yeah.
I thought that my understanding was that he had pled guilty. Am I incorrect on that? Did it actually go to trial or to a judge decision?
That's what I want to clarify with this sister.
Okay. Because I guess I would like to know the answer as well. I don't want to give out false information on that. But I had heard that he pled guilty.
But this is the interesting thing, as I said. On March 5th, 2002, it says conviction and or failure to appear. So I want to know whether or not he pled guilty or if he didn't appear. Because if I'm not mistaken, and this is why I want to try to clear it with his sister, it looks like he had a $5,000 bond. And I don't know if he was released on that and then he didn't go to court. I mean, because let's face it, this is his MO. You know, he, just like out of Utah right now, he is going to get a failure to appear because he ran. And we know there's 3 open warrants on him in Utah. I've showed those. This is a habitual thing with him. You know, he says all the right things, he gets out, and, you know, then he runs. So,
he would have had to show up for court at some point in order to be sentenced and then be incarcerated.
Exactly. But I'm thinking that he was arrested for that.
Okay.
Because he had a failure to appear. Now, I don't know that. That's why I'm looking.
Yeah, he may have been forced to court because he didn't show up the first time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Most importantly, there is a later federal court record from 2012 involving Thomas Joseph Shields himself. At this point, he was a North Carolina state prisoner and filed a federal habeas corpus action challenging his North Carolina state conviction or sentence. The federal magistrate judge specifically recognized that Shields was a state prisoner challenging the North Carolina conviction. Now, his appeal was denied on July 9th, 2012. Joseph Shields was prosecuted for statutory, you know what, offense in Davie County, went to trial on a statutory charge in March 2002, and subsequently had a North Carolina state conviction for which he was imprisoned. There's another interesting piece. And what I'm doing here is I use Chat GPT to start digging stuff. And the Chat GPT says, I found a 1999 Davie County court report for a Thomas Shields showing a misdemeanor larceny false report case, resulting in a 120-day sentence suspended for 18 months, plus fine costs and restitution. What's from? And I'm scrolling. Man sentenced to 18 years on the statutory charges. According to the report, Judge Mark Class sentenced Shields to a minimum of 18 years in a North Carolina state correctional facility. And the interesting thing here, too, is that I want to figure out, it says here, the earlier court listings identified him as facing 4 counts. And I want to get clarification on that. He was 24 years old. And the 2 were minors. He was initially held on a $75,000 bond. He denied doing what he did. And this is weird. And this is, again, why I want to have some clarification on this. Thomas Shields identified Thomas Shields as a prisoner of the state of North Carolina who was attempting to challenge. Wait, no, that's not it. The later trial sentencing article describes the two alleged victims as sisters and says the event occurred on November 5th through 6th, 2000. Shields denied he did anything and told the court he wanted to see his children grow up. Now, go on.
He did state last night that he got married and started having children at the age of 17. I'm not sure if those time frames are accurate or not, but
I did find record of a divorce, so I think Scam's right.
Mm-hmm. And again, if there's anybody in here that's in the know, meaning you are related, I don't want to call you out in the chat if you don't want to come up, but I would love to have some clarity here. I'm scrolling. I apologize. But 2001, the Davie County Enterprise Record was listing Shields, that's a newspaper, on the Davie Superior Court calendar with 4 counts of along with obtaining property by false pretense, assault on a government employee, and habitual felon status. It's Joseph. So, and that, is continuing on with his life, because how many times have we seen that he's gone after police officers? I know in Utah, I showed the documents. I have them posted where he also caught a charge for attacking a peace officer. So he was doing this 26 years ago. And think about this, at the age of 24, he was categorized as a habitual felon. Now I'm scrolling through here. There's one more thing that's interesting that I want to bring up to kind of debunk all the bullshit that he's been saying. He's been going around saying, I don't have to register. The North Carolina website is inaccurate. I don't have to. Don't you think that if I was picked up by if a cop pulled me over, they would, arrest me for, not registering? Now, let me see if I can, let me try to pop this document up. I don't know what it's going to look like on here, but let me see here. Okay. Notice in this one, and I'm going to read what's on the bottom of it, okay? This was in 2017. So this is right after he got out of prison. And I am under the assumption that he got out a little early. The one thing I did not know is this is from Oklahoma, where he has been spending a lot of time. Now, let me read you this. First of all, notice the date of birth. That's not accurate. And we know for a fact that many times when Thomas gets picked up, he gives a false name and he gives a false birth date, because in the filings in Utah, he caught a charge for giving false information about himself, giving the wrong identity. So tell me again how this guy isn't on the fucking run.
Well, I will say that if Oklahoma wasn't able to verify somehow the accuracy of his birth date, but they knew the year, a lot of times they would just, as a data entry side of things, they would just put like 1/1/1970, just knowing that he was born in 1970, just to put something into that field. Right? Because they have to put something in there. But he may have been trying to hide that or not.
Well, that's my point. That's my point.
Right.
It's inaccurate.
So they just put that in as a default. Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's inaccurate. Why? Because he didn't give them the right information. It could absolutely be a default, but why is it that they have his other information? So let's read about this. The Oklahoma record identifies him as Thomas Shields. We know that. This was in January 11th, 2017. Gives out his physical characteristics. And at the bottom of it, as you guys can see where it says incarceration, the document contains his actual Oklahoma sentencing. And what is the first sentence he received for failure to register as an S offender? So tell us again, Tommy, how you don't have to register, yet you caught charges in Oklahoma for not registering. Can you tell us that, please? And again, why the hell are you carrying a firearm when you are a convicted felon and you are prohibited? That has got to be, okay, so we have Oklahoma, we have Missouri, and we have Utah. That's 3 times. 3 times. He has been arrested for that, and he keeps getting fucking let out. What the hell is wrong with the justice system?
Well, and he had charges in Michigan. I have record of the warrants.
Yes.
There.
Now,
And
you're still on vacation, right?
if you want to call it that, I go home tomorrow.
Now, do you have any access to those where you can read them to us, or is that just too much where you are right now?
Yeah. Let me find it. It's actually just like a printout that was a warrant listing from Michigan. Let me find it because I do have it. Now the charges are kind of like abbreviated on the form, so we have to kind of decipher what they are because you can't read, the whole.
I'll tell you what.
Thing.
I'll tell you what, Scam. Trace, if you wouldn't mind, since I'm kind of working 2 things right now, Scam, can you post the screenshot in Discord?
Yeah,
because then
I'll post it right now, but it looks like it says retail, and then it says FRA, which I assume is fraud. That's what I mean.
But no, what we can
And then
do is
there are
this,
2.
Scam. What we can do is this. Trace can run it through something, and it'll define exactly what everything is.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll post it right now. I have it in front of me.
Thanks, Scam.
Sweet. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you, Trace.
Thank you.
So again, it says here, the first charge is especially important in light of the North Carolina history we've been investigating. It means that by 2016, Oklahoma authorities were treating this Thomas Shields as someone who was already legally required to register on the offender list. He received a substantial Oklahoma sentence. The document shows a 90-month incarceration term for both offenses. That's 7.5 years. So the start would have been, and this is the thing, this is the thing that's crazy, okay? 7.5 years. The start was January 11th, 2017. And he was discharged on June 1st, 2019. So a little over 2 years. on a 7.5-year sentence. Now, it says here at first glance, you might wonder how a 90-month sentence could end after only 2.5 years. That's because Oklahoma's record separately shows post-imprisonment supervision. So what I was doing here is I was bringing up all these cases and absolutely without a doubt tying him to everything. So when combined with the North Carolina records we've already located for Thomas Joseph Shields, there is a strong chain of evidence. North Carolina, the offense conviction, the S offender registration obligation, Oklahoma failure to register post-conviction. And unlike Thomas, when he always says, I'm going to post something, I'm going to do this, I will post all of this stuff on my page. And we'll watch Tommy try to dig his way out of this one. Does Thomas have to register for life? According to the original court documents I found, it was supposed to be for 10 years. But since he has not registered, I'm not sure how that works out. I don't think you can just not register and not register and not register for 10 years. And then all of a sudden after 10 years, that goes away. But I'm not sure how that works. So I can't specifically talk on that.
That is in Discord now, Scammy.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Yeah, it was a minimum for 10 years, but my question will be, and maybe when I talk to Davie County tomorrow, is that 10 years, or since he did not register, is that 10 years still, does that still have to start? That's what I want to find out.
I just want to thank Kidnapped by the Feds for being in here, because they have a channel with a lot of followers that cover offenders such as Thomas.
That's fantastic.
And so that would be amazing if they could help to spread the word about him. I'm talking with them right now, and I can send them lots of backup information and videos and helpful information about him.
Absolutely. Anybody that is on TikTok and is a creator and puts out accurate information about him and does not take the high road, like I'm not gonna go on too much, but absolutely, the more people that cover him, the better. Because this is ridiculous.
Tracy, do you have a screenshot of the side of his RV or Scammy? Any of you that has that pertinent information about calls?
Oh, please.
I would like to pass that on to
Ask
someone.
and you shall receive.
That's
Do you want me to put it on here?
I mean, you can, and if you can send it maybe or post it in Discord as well, so that way I can share it in case it's a hard copy is needed. There we go. Kidnapped by the Feds. There you go. That first number is a 2, I believe.
Yes, it is. It's 206-678-8034. In fact, let me call him and see if he's available to talk. How's that?
Here we go.
Let's see. Let's see if Tommy Boy wants to talk on the phone.
This is going to
Here
make
we
my day so
go.
much better.
Good.
Oh, I texted him yesterday when he was live after he blocked me from not, because he didn't want to have a talk. He didn't want to hear me. So, okay, let's see. Can you mute, please, Trace? Thank you.
Please leave your message
Aww.
giving back the dogs. If you need me, just text me.
Hey, Tommy. It's Scammy. I'm live right now. It's 1:21 Eastern time, which means it is 12:21 Central time where you are. Come on in and have a talk. There's a lot of important people in here that would like to ask you some questions. It's Scammy2, SCAMMYTWO. I know you're having a hard time finding my account to unblock me, according to you, but I'm live right now. Oh, and I'm reading your Oklahoma charges, and it's a fun thing, so come join us. Bye. There it is.
Scammy, remember, he prefers text messages. So,
Yeah, well, I'm sure he wants to hear my voice, though. I'm just saying. So, okay. I will read you from Michigan. Let me make sure I have everything here. The original one. Ooh, child. Okay, so, and I'm sorry, I'm done chewing. So these charges are from 8/31/2020, 8/31/2020, and then 9/02/2020. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charges. So these charges are retail theft and retail fraud in Michigan. Generally refers to shoplifting or unlawfully taking, altering merchandise in a retail store. So tell us again where you got those laptops and iPads, Tommy, that were brand new in box when you don't have freaking 2 pennies to rub together. Theft, DETE. This looks like an abbreviated theft detection device offense, generally involving removing, disabling, shielding, or otherwise interfering with an anti-theft device tag. Carrying C, likely carrying a concealed weapon. The column is truncated, so I'd want to verify the actual docket before saying this with certainty. Possible felon, POSS felon, likely a felony-related possession charge, but the image cuts off the remainder of the charge description. It would refer to a firearm weapons offense involving a felon, but we can't determine the exact charge from POSS felon alone. Scam, do you have the document where it's not cut off on the end, or is that all you got?
No, that's all I have. That's what I'm saying. It's, just
Okay.
a printout. It's an
Okay.
abbreviated thing, but you're able to determine what the charges are based on what's there,
Okay, now this is interesting. One important thing, this sheet says warrants active and has a run date of November 15th, 2024. That tells us what this particular court record report showed at that time. It doesn't establish that these warrants are still above today. Now, maybe when you get time, Scam, wherever you got those, that printout from, if you would be able to go back there and check it to see if they're still active. And
Yeah, somebody had sent me that quite a while ago. If he hasn't resolved those and showed back up for court since then, I would assume, still be active. They don't just drop warrants like that. And I don't think he's been back in Michigan since all of that. I think he took off.
Right. And now, and listen, I'm, as we're talking here and I'm looking at stuff, my mind is like, it's churning right now. And let me tell you why. Because Let me scroll up again here through all of these pages of stuff. Okay, so he was in custody in Oklahoma in 2017, and he got out in 2019. So from 2020 to 2024, we're not sure exactly where he is, except in 2024, he caught these charges in Michigan. Now, that was November. Let me just double check the date before I say anything here. So this was the Michigan charges, November 15th, 2024. No, I'm going to clarify that. The run date for this report was November 15th, 2024. So the date,
I think what are the dates of the arrest?
2022.
Yeah, so I think that was when he was living in Michigan with Heidi.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Do I know the county? It is 55th District Court in Michigan. I don't have the name of the county though, but if you look up 55th.
I can try to find that.
Now, so this is the thing that's interesting. So 2022, and then in Michigan, we know he had been there. He left. Next time he pops up is 2024.
Scammy, on that printout, it says Mason, Michigan. So whatever county that would be. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, yep, 55th District Court, 700 Buell Avenue, Mason, Michigan, 48854. So yes, as of November 15th, 2024, these were active warrants. And we know damn well he has not been back to Michigan since then. And how do we know that? Because in 2024, he was down in Alabama. And then he went to Dexter, Missouri, because that's where I and Dora and a couple other people came across him. He was in Dexter in 2024, 2025. Because I started covering him along with Dora and others in January of 2025. So this guy, because of all of these people, then he went to Colorado Springs. He went from Dexter, he went up north. I believe he was in Idaho for a little while, and then he ended up in Colorado. Because in Colorado, that's where Dora had a friend in Colorado Springs, saw him at the Walmart and got pictures. So because of these people that continue to enable him, okay, like for instance, I'm gonna make this person famous. This no, that's not it. Hold on. Let me get the right one. Here it is. This is his moderator. Okay, this moderator mutes and then blocks anybody that is saying stuff about Thomas in the live. She is enabling him. She is blocking the truth from coming out about him. And to me, with this chapter of him being in Oklahoma, she should be held responsible for some of the shit that he's doing.
She's been supporting him for a long time. She was really working hard trying to be a mod for him for quite a while. She was a real pick-me.
Yeah.
She's been supporting him for a very long time. She's there like every time he goes live, supporting him and saying, what an awesome guy he is and what a great job he's doing rescuing dogs and everything else.
Yeah. So we have pretty much a time frame of where he's been. And again, the fact that he has been arrested so many times going back to his childhood, his young teen years. This man is 50 years old, and 95% of his life, he has been in trouble with the law. And how this MFer keeps getting out, and how we keep calling the authorities, and we get no probable cause. He gives a fake name. We have some state troopers, some local police officers. I'm not saying all of them because I absolutely support the men and women in blue. But there are some that don't want to take this seriously. And honestly, I feel like they just don't want to get involved in it. So as I keep saying, we have a running list of local, state, and city police bureaus that we have called over the years and giving them all the information about this guy. And there's not enough to pick him up. You can't find a probable cause. You can't see that he's got license plates on an RV that are not made for an RV because it's not a heavy duty vehicle. It's not a freaking dump truck. You can't go past his RV when he's parked at a Love's and hear 25 or more dogs cramped into his RV barking. You can't smell what it smells like when they have their windows open, and that's not probable cause. You can't run his license plates. And this is what we are up against. This is what we are up against with Thomas. But as we said yesterday, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop tracking him. I'm going to play your live from last night, Tommy boy. God, I hope you get my message so you come in. You're not leaving TikTok. Because you need TikTok to make yourself feel good about yourself. You need to have these people that have as few brain cells as you do to believe you and to believe that all you care about are the dogs. That is a pile of shit. And the fact that you have to keep repeating that multiple times every live and on every video, that you're doing it for the dogs. It's all about the dogs. And then, oh my God, there's haters on TikTok and they hate me because I rescue dogs. You are absolutely delusional. But you keep thinking that if that's what allows you to get a couple hours of sleep every day when you don't have one eye open, because you know we are on you like white on rice. And I'll tell you, I am an inch away, and I kid you not, I am an inch away of getting in my vehicle next time we know where he is and going there. And going to the police department and say, will you please do something about this? Will you please find probable cause to approach him? Because when you do that, you are going to open a can of worms that you have not seen in your professional life. And then, of course, I'll take AJ. But I honestly feel like that's what it's going to take. It's going to take somebody to physically go where he is, to go face to face with an officer at their department and sit down with them and show them everything and say to them, what is it going to take for somebody to take his threats seriously, his warrants seriously, his threats to police officers, his threats to animal control, his threats to his family, his threats to creators on TikTok because we're putting out the proof about him, his threats to the government, his threats to the president. What is it going to take for somebody to take this seriously? And what are all these police departments going to do if something happens and he does something permanent to somebody? What are they going to do when I write a letter and I get signatures on it and I send it to Seattle? I send it to Ogden, Utah. I send it to Oklahoma. I send it to North Carolina. I send it to Michigan and say, you guys didn't do your fucking job. You continue to see that this guy is getting arrested and arrested and arrested and arrested, breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking a law, and you're letting him get away. And now he's finally done X, Y, and Z. Because that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. It's been fun being a cat and knocking him around like a little yarn ball, playing around with him. But I'm sharpening my claws now. I'm done with this. Let me get that information for you. The information about Oklahoma. Hold on, I'm scrolling through it here. Okay, it's McCurtain County, McCurtain District Court. The conviction date for him was December 5th, 2016. And that was his failure to register as an offender, the one that he claims he doesn't have to register for because he has an upcoming court hearing because his case was overturned, according to him.
Scammy, do you see the comment by Proud Firewife?
I was actually going to say that's a good idea. It's worth a try.
Hold on, I'm scrolling. How far up was it?
Just like 4 comments. Crowd says, Scammy, have we thought about emailing Love's corporate and letting them know he is stealing dogs?
I don't want to. I don't want to talk about any possibilities of stuff. You know. So I'm gonna play his live.
Anything to get rid of that picture.
Oh, I'm not gonna show it. You're just gonna have to stare at this picture. Sorry.
Is it the one where he's crying?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, you know, if you did notice the video post I made of him, the final hashtag I put on there was weak kneed bitch. That kind of sums it up. Okay, for you, Pep, I will put a different picture on. Hold on.
Thank you, Scammy. Thank you.
Oh.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Let me see. Let me get a good picture on him.
Mason in Michigan is Ingham County.
Okay. How about that one? Is that better?
Much better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Let me tell you a story about my best friend. His name is Tommy Shields, and it's coming to an end. Okay. I'm not going to play. Well, I think I will. He went on live August 15th. And I believe this is the one where he was threatening somebody. Yeah, right, Cora, I know. What is it called? The sleeper hold, where you put your arm around and then you grab your arm with your other hand and you pull it. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not, it's, you know, it's a non-lethal if you let go soon enough. It's just a little closer hug. Because I want to be one close to Tom. Everybody, please tap.
I gotta dip out for a second.
Because this is gonna get a little crazy.
That fucker won't dump no more dogs out here. But at least I got him.
For those of you that don't know, this was yesterday, and he is claiming here. No, I lied. This was 9:18 p.m. on August 15th. Today's the yeah, it was last night. He claims that he caught somebody dumping dogs. Now we all know that's a boatload of bullshit. But hold on a minute. Let me see where the boo is. Hey, boo boo, how you do? Huh? How you doing? Sorry, I gotta check on the girl. We all know that's a pile of crap. He's gonna claim he tied somebody to a tree because the guy dumped dogs off. We all know that's a pile of crap. But listen to this, okay? Listen to this live he had. Listen to what he said, and then I'm gonna play parts of his live from last night. If this is not the most unhinged human being that I have ever seen on TikTok, he gives off the vibe of absolute 100% delusional human being, and he gives off a very strong whiff of multiple personalities. So let's go back to this here.
That's more than one deputy. I gotta dip out for for a second too. Hold on, guys. That fucker won't dump no more dogs out here. But at least I got them. I got the dogs too, you know.
Sure you do.
So I was driving as driving, and everybody else was kind of chilling with me.
Yeah, okay.
I saw this motherfucker in a little gray van. I thought he was just fucking around walking his pups, right? As soon as them fucking dogs, as soon as he got done sitting them down, I drove past him. But in my fucking side mirror, he got back in his van and he came up and he started driving away. So I waited for him to get right up on my fucking bumper real good. And then I kind of tapped my brakes a little bit. He hit the back side panel on the RV. But I can fix that.
Sure you did.
We drove up a little bit further. He wanted to just keep going, but I kind of cut the road off to him. He had two choices. He could either take the ditch, which is a pretty deep one, because he wasn't getting past me.
I see that there's people in here that don't know who we're talking about. Scam, are you listening?
Yes.
Do you want to give a very brief overview of Thomas Shields? Now, again, this is very brief because there's so much information that we have on him. We could do probably a 6-hour live. So, why
Yeah.
isn't it's not letting me
So
go.
we've been covering him since January of 2025 when he first came to our attention. It was because he had a fake dog rescue and he was collecting money from people saying he had a dog rescue. He was lying about his name as well. Throughout the time that we've been covering him, we then discovered that he was non-compliant on the offender registry from North Carolina. He has threatened to unalive Scammy and Matilda and Mabel and lots of other creators, as well as his own family members, a whole entire town in Missouri. Recently, he threatened to unalive the president and said that he's burning flags. He has faked his unaliving. He has stolen valor. He has faked cancer. What else? I mean, he's lied about his name and his identity multiple times. He has outstanding warrants in multiple states around the country. He's currently traveling around in a hoopty RV with probably at least 14 to 15 dogs in it that also appear to be being neglected at times. He steals dogs and then resells them. He does not rescue dogs. Did I miss anything?
He came back from unaliving.
Oh yeah, he faked his unaliving. When things got hot, when the pressure got put on him, he faked his and Heidi's unaliving, and then came back like nothing happened.
Simon says lost his finger and grew it back. Also,
Oh yeah, and he faked a pregnancy and miscarriage with Heidi. He lies about how many dogs he has. He lies about having a sanctuary for dogs. He does not have any of that. He's lied about having a team of rescuers, a caravan of RVs. Last night he mentioned again about having a Jeep. He does not have a Jeep. They only have the RV. So, he's just lying about all these things. Just everything.
claims to have 3.5 billion, was it, dollars?
Yeah, he doesn't have any of that.
Thank you to
He's
the
lied
person
about having tattoos. Like really
I
He
mean,
lied about
does have
having a twin
tattoos.
brother named Blake.
Yeah, remember
You know,
he blamed the assaults on his twin brother.
yes.
If you
And he
remember
does
that.
not have a twin brother. He used AI to post pictures of a, person that looked just like him but had tattoos on them, and they were completely fake.
Yep. Somebody just sent me this some very helpful information. I'm not going to say who you are, but big reason why Dum Dum will not ever go back to North Carolina is because if he does, he's going back to prison.
I forgot about that. He did assault Heidi. There's recordings of that where he has assaulted Heidi. Yes.
Breaking registry rules is not a small mistake. Most violations are felonies that carry prison time. A person who fails to register or verify details may face a Class F felony. This charge can mean 10 to 59 months behind bars and a fine of up to $10,000. Now, Tommy, I was looking at something else. With that $3.5 million you got, why didn't you pay off the violation fees that are accruing in North Carolina? You were supposed to pay $5,000 once you got out of prison. You never paid it. It's up to almost $8,000 now. So yeah, that's in a nutshell who this guy is. Thank you for that, Scam.
Yep, and also Heidi panhandles. He sends her out to panhandle a lot at the different truck stops and businesses that they park at. So she goes outside with a few of the dogs, of course, for sympathy, with a sign saying that they're out of gas or that they need food or they need water. And so they panhandle around everywhere they go to try to get money from people. And recently he's been complaining of mechanical problems with the RV, and allegedly people have paid for a bunch of those parts and repairs for the RV.
Yeah, we saw the receipts. Like an actual literal receipt from a auto parts store that somebody paid for all those parts.
Well, last night he said that somebody paid to replace the whole entire engine, which I find very, very hard to believe, because that would be very expensive and it would be way more time consuming, because he was like, oh yeah, they're putting in the engine. It'll be done in an hour. I've had engines replaced on vehicles. It doesn't take an hour. Like, if you need to get the engine replaced, it usually takes a couple of days. Like, it takes a long time to do that because they have to unattach everything and winch the current engine up out of there and then put everything back into place. Like, that's a very, very involved and expensive process.
Absolutely. But again, this is the problem, and again, I don't consider myself awareness anymore. I don't. The only people I talk about from when I did awareness is Thomas Shields, because he's still active. What absolutely gets me is the fact that he manipulates and he thrives on the good graces of people. And he uses God. He claims to be a Christian, and he claims to be God-fearing. And he uses dogs, because who doesn't want dogs to be saved? Who doesn't want dogs to be protected? And I have a picture somewhere of where he is actually begging. He has a sign out on his RV that says he needs help. And he even went live. I posted that video of him saying that I can't do all this on my own. I need this, I need dog food, I need dog beds. I need a queen bed. What do you need the queen bed for, Tommy? That's not for the dogs.
Daphne said that last night or this morning when he was live, someone walked up to him and gave him money too.
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
It's in the recording. Yeah, somebody just randomly walked up in the middle of him live streaming. I guess they saw his signs on his RV or whatever and gave him money, even though he had just, like, literally 5 minutes before that opened up his wallet and showed a wad of money. He still accepted money from someone who approached him.
Wow.
He was saying he didn't need money from anybody, and he pulled out his wallet and showed, a bunch of bills. Now, they could have just all been $1 bills, but it was a stack. But he still accepted money from someone even after he just said he didn't need any money and he was good, and bragged about all the money in his wallet.
Yep. So let's go on and listen to this BS a little more.
Went back searching for the dogs and the pups, which was easy to find. Because that ditch is a pretty deep one. And we got them. We got the pups in the moment. I think it might be the daddy. I'm not sure. Either way it goes, we got them. I got old AJ with me. Ain't too far.
Yes, right now he is listed as non-compliant on the registry. He will claim that North Carolina messed it up and it's a clerical error, he said, but it is not. Because again, let me show this.
Yeah, it was part of his charges in Oklahoma years later.
Right. But let me scroll up a little bit here.
And I believe in Oklahoma, he pled guilty to those charges, and that was one of them.
Yes. That and the having a pew-pew, which he's not supposed to have. Correct.
As a reminder, in case anybody wasn't aware of that.
Hey, Trace, can you do me a favor, please, if you wouldn't mind? Can you send me a screenshot of that email again?
Absolutely.
Because I cannot find it in my plethora here.
Sure. One moment.
Okay. Thank you.
The house, Heidi came down, stopped here for a minute. I told y'all I wasn't too far from where we are. Everybody wanted to know where this private little sanctuary is. The only thing these motherfuckers on TikTok need to know is that you're not going to stop me from rescuing dogs.
And again, that's his constant thing, that we don't like him because he rescues dogs. Yes, he lives in the camper. He is currently and constantly on the run. He does not stay in a place for very long because when too much scrutiny comes his way, when too many people start asking questions or we start streaming him and we figure out where he is, he leaves. He likes to stay at Love's truck stops because at the truck stops they have dog areas that are fenced in. And he will unload his RV of dogs and they run around and bark. His dogs are constantly fighting in these dog areas. And there's other people that have dogs there.
And there's other people who have children there.
Yes, which is a huge problem. And I have 2 screenshots of him being around little kids, which he is not supposed to be. I want to show you. Hold on a minute, please. It's going to take a minute for this picture to upload onto my laptop, so I'll show it to you in a minute. But let me get back to Dum Dum here. He's claiming, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, he's in Oregon right now at his sanctuary. At his sanctuary, which he does not have. He has been claiming he's at sanctuaries all over the country because he lies and he says he gets all this money from people. He says he has multiple pieces of land around the country where he has sanctuaries for dogs. This is how insane he is.
I ain't got to show a motherfucker on here nothing. 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 It breaks your heart, don't it? Pisses you off that I ain't got to show you all the dogs. Pisses you off, don't it, Maybell Rose? Oh, hey, Maybell. You did ask me to share your information with some of those Muslim friends of yours, right? I did. Honey, they like tea and they like a really good strong coffee.
Tap the live, please, because it's about to get ugly.
I give you the benefit of the doubt, Maybell Rose. I knew you was a lying piece of shit bitch. I knew it, Maybell. You're nothing but a lying piece of shit. You get on here and you pretend to be this Christian woman. I see you there, Maybell. I hope you sleep good at night, Maybell. Because the boys that are coming to talk to you. Did you think I didn't have your address, Maybell Rose? Oh no, hon, you won't sleep very good very long.
Let me tell you how I know he's full of shit. He's constantly mentioning me, Matilda, Maybell Rose. But he always refers to me by my first and last name. But he never refers to Maybell or Matilda as their first name. Why? Because he doesn't know it. He's full of shit. He is a scary guy, Renee, to an extent, and he is a dangerous man, but a lot of his bluster is all that it is. He's not going to do shit. He is a weak man in every sense of that word. He's real tough on TikTok. Talks a big game on TikTok, but think about it. How many times has he said just in the last week, if you have a problem with what I'm doing, come on over to me, walk right up to me, and we'll have that little discussion. You know, please, come on, pull up. How many times has he said that? And then what do? You ask him to give the address, and he never does. Because he's a weak-kneed bitch. He's all talk. He is all talk. What did they do to him when he got locked up? Oh, he got the crap kicked out of him in Utah by multiple people and by an officer because Tommy again decided he was going to fight with a officer of the law, but unfortunately for him, the officer of the law kicked his ass.
They also did it when he was in county, right? They kicked his ass too.
Yep, multiple times. Now, I am still trying to get a picture of his mugshot from Utah because I was told that he had, his eyes were very swollen and they were different colors for some reason. And I'm not guessing that he had contact lenses in to change his colors. I'm thinking it had to do with the two colors, black and blue.
You're my number one prime example as to why you shouldn't fuck with people. Your little 40-something thousand followers. Are they gonna come and protect you, Maybell? Are they, sweetie?
Come on, guys, get on there. Can we move a little bit so she can use the air pump?
Oh, I'll pull forward.
Sorry, thank you.
I got something to show you, Maybelle.
Maybelle.
I got something real special to show you, sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
You just pay attention, okay? This ain't no threat, child. You just pay attention. Cause I'm just down the street here.
So he goes into
Just
his
pay attention, Maybelle.
he goes into his van now, so he can
Please.
act all tough. Okay, he just shut himself in his RV, so he can act all tough now.
I just need you to pay attention, sweetheart. I gave you the benefit of the doubt earlier. I'm not gonna give you the benefit of the doubt no more. I don't get two fucks how many times you call the cops or how many warrants you take out. I don't, sweetie. Them boys there are gonna come. They're coming for your liver. They're gonna come for your liver. I can't stand a fucking cunt like you.
Oh!
You pretend to be a Christian woman. Your God is as fake as you are. But you're gonna scream out for help for your fake God.
Tap, please.
So many of you people are gonna scream for help. You see these eyes? They're actually jet black right now. They got no natural color to them. That's the hellhound that's inside of me.
He's a hellhound, guys.
I love dogs, but I fucking hate people. Fake people like you. You're worse than Scammy Claus.
Shout out.
So you get a good look at these eyes, sweetheart. Because they're full of everything that's coming for you. They're going, first thing I'm not even going to get into detail, but your God is as fake as you are. Pathetic ass 10 years to this fucked up country. I can be a creep. I don't get two fucks about nobody on this motherfucker. I only love dogs. Don't get rid of Maybelle. I want that heartless cunt to know
Oh!
every little thing that's coming for her. You got too much mouth, Maybelle. And it's time for somebody to take a little bit of wire and sew it shut.
And just a reminder, she was in the comments in this live.
Yep. He's a wackadoodle ding dong.
You threaten people, you harass people. You got my undivided attention, Maybelle Rose. You see, I'm not at all sorry for what's coming for you, Maybelle Rose. I was genuinely apologizing to you earlier, giving you the benefit of the doubt. But you know what they say about snakes? If you play with snakes, they'll bite you. I'm not a snake, though.
Ah!
I'm a hellhound.
He's a hellhound.
You're gonna be no different from these son bitches out here dumping dogs and murdering dogs. And it ain't gonna be by my hands or my strength or my power. And I know you think everything is just a joke. You people can take all the warrants out that you want, but Maybelle Rose, I don't care. And you still don't process that. You still don't process that I don't give a fuck
Yeah, you do.
about you,
Yeah, you do.
Scammy Claus.
Yeah, you do.
None of you fucking weirdo freaks.
Yeah, you do. You do.
But because you're gonna care about the people that hate you. You're gonna know what it feels to feel fear. Because your God is as fake as this never gonna be. You threatened me, you harassed me, you stalked me, you slander my name, and you feel justified.
Yep.
All you fucking weirdos feel justified.
We do.
Y'all don't give a fuck about none of the dogs that we rescue. You don't. All you feel in your heart is the need to stalk me. And you harass me. And you threaten me. And you pretend like I don't have a right to stand up for myself and protect myself and to guard myself. I do. I just choose not to use it. I just choose not to in my own strength. I choose to stay my focus, to stay my course, helping dogs. I know where I'm going when I leave this world. I'm going straight to hell. Because I'm a hellhound.
I'm a hellhound.
I was put on this earth for one reason. That's to rescue dogs. Not to punish people for anything, not to pick on people for anything, not to get in people's way, but you people get in my way. You slander me, you threaten me, you harass me, and you disrespect yourselves. You threaten the lives and safety of every one of the dogs that I rescue. I've had it. I've had it way beyond here. My God is real. And he knows that I'm a sinner. God, the real God of everything, knows that I'm a sinner. Yet, somewhere inside of me, he knows I love him.
And this is the thing that drives me crazy about him, okay? And this is the thing that drives me crazy about people that claim they're Christians and are God-fearing. Because he uses the theory that because Jesus died for our sins, that him doing all of these bad things is okay because Jesus died for our sins, and therefore we are, as it says, we are all sinners, but it's supposed to be okay because he believes in God and he's a Christian. It don't work like that. You can't say that that God is good with you and your God is okay with you and the sins are okay with him. It's crazy.
Because I love the dogs, I love the animals. I don't like people at all. I'm not a people person. I absolutely cannot stand people.
You like their money though, don't you there, buddy?
I can't.
You like their money.
You people, just like way back in the beginning, where it all started. Out in the field with Abel and Cain.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Brother against brother. One brother rose up against the other one and slaughtered him. God walking in the midst of things, calling out that boy's name. And when he didn't answer, he asked his brother, he said, "Where's your brother?" He said, "I don't know, I'm not my brother's keeper." He said, "Well, I don't have to get on social media and slander. I'm not feeding into your fucking hypocritical shit. But I did give you the benefit of the doubt." Those brothers ain't gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, though. You're more special to them than Amy Grasso, Matilda. You actually physically serve.
So
this
you
fucked
notice
up-
that he says my name, and everybody knows that's my name. So I mean, big whoop-de-doo. He says my name, but he still doesn't say Matilda's or Mabel Rose's because he doesn't know them. I mean, the constant bullshit from him is like crazy.
Shit country. We're gonna see if your soldier boys, your brother, your retired brothers and sisters, your active brothers and sisters are gonna come to your aid. We're gonna see if that God of yours that you call your God is gonna come to your aid. You serve a man-made God, one that is as fake can be. Your God ain't real. Your Jesus, his name is Jesus. He's a Mexican.
You like that one?
And I'm not making fun of the Mexicans. I'm just telling it as it is. You are no closer to the Son of God that died on that cross than any of these other unrighteous ass people. But hey, you're going to get to see him. You're going to get to see them both. Real soon. Either by natural or by unnatural. None of us knows the hour,
yeah.
the time, or the day.
Orion, he's known my name for a long
And what are you
time.
going to do? Show this little video to your police officer friends? Oh, he's threatening me. Oh, he's threatening this. No, sweetheart, I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you. I'm just giving you some heads up. You did ask me to pass around your address, so I did. Oh, no. I highly doubt you got anything remotely close to cancer. The real disease is in your brain. The real cancer is the deceitfulness that where you have deceived yourself. That's your real cancer. That cankerworm that's in your brain.
Cankerworm.
You're an adult. No
Scammy,
sympathy for somebody like you.
Yes.
can you pause it? I'm a little bit confused on the Orion account and their comments. Above, when you go all the way up to the comments, because you are the only one bothering him, that's why. And then
okay.
they commented saying that's how he knows your name.
Don't block or don't block him. Don't block him.
And the other ones haven't posted about him. That's another comment. So I'm a little bit confused.
Sure. Okay. Okay, Ryan, thank you for sharing that.
But you know what hell's gonna be like?
You do.
It's gonna be fun. Cause I'm gonna be the hellhound that's running around. I'm gonna be that hellhound dog that's in hell. Putting all you miserable bastards in your fucking place. Continuously. You got yours coming, Maybell Rose. But cancer is the least of your fucking concerns. I did everything I could to give you the benefit of the doubt. I did.
Orion, do you follow him? Orion, do you follow you follow me? Okay. So he knows my name. Yes, he does. He doesn't know my name because of him doing anything. He knows my name because somebody doxed my entire family and me. Oh, I see what you're saying now. I see. Okay. Okay, you're good. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.